What is up, guys? This is John Papp
give me a thumbs up. Make
with
sure you
Mr.
guys
Ben
give me
Boudreaux. We've got a
Jones,
very
Sam
special guest for the Xceleration Fitness Podcast, Episode 3. This is actually the pre-podcast. Our guest is on his way, and this guy showed up. So, introduce yourself, Kevon.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Kevon Davenport. I'm a wrestler for Detroit Catholic Central, two-time state champ as a sophomore.
Two-time state champ as
okay.
a sophomore. Where are you from?
Pontiac, Michigan.
Okay. When did you get started with wrestling?
When I was 8 years old.
8 years old. What was your first year like wrestling?
I started off pretty successful. You know, I ended up winning like my first 16 matches or something. And my dad kind of moved me up to a more advanced age group. And I ended up wrestling this guy. I remember he had to be like a 3-time state champion. He pinned me in like 15 seconds.
Whoa. Okay. So you're 16-0 right off the bat?
Right off the bat.
Wow. I was like 0-16 off the bat.
Same.
So you're a two-time state champ, Pontiac. You got Catholic Central, one of the best schools in America. What is your training like right now? Because for the listeners out there, this guy is on spring break right now, and every single day this week, he's a sophomore in high school, mind you. Every single day this week, he's been here twice a day. Once in the morning around 6 or 7 o'clock, doing boot camp with adults, and then around 1 or 2 o'clock, he's coming to show up with David Morgan, who is the NCAA finalist for Michigan State, and he's training one-on-one wrestling with him. So if you're a high school athlete and you're hearing that, he's a 2-time state champ, and on his spring break, he's doing 2-a-days. So really ask yourself what you're doing. So even though I just took your spotlight out of you,
It's all good.
what is it when it comes to training? What drives you, man? I mean, that's doing 2-a-days on spring break is not normal.
I mean, just always wanting to accomplish more and to be more successful. You know, I'm a 2-time state champ, but, you know, someone's got to win 3, someone's got to win 4, you know, someone's got to win a national title. Why not me?
I love it, man. I love it. So tell us about your last season here.
My last season, I want to say I was 47 or 46-3.
Okay.
And so, you know, throughout the season, I want to say I started off like 27 or 28-0. And I ended up losing to a kid from St. Ed's, Alan Hart. He's number 12 in the country. I ended up losing by 1 point. So then from there, I kind of, you know, thought about it. And I just kept working and, you know, worked on what I messed up in that match and came back and eventually won the states.
I love it, man.
What did you mess up in that match?
I hesitated. You know, I waited. I let him bring it to me first, and then that's what cost me.
For the listeners out there, kind of like hesitation-wise, can you describe that? Like, do you let him shoot on you, or what is it like?
Yeah, I let him be the aggressor in the match. I let him, you know, control the tempo, let him take over the pace until the last 30, 40 seconds of the match.
So, what happened before that match? Because walk with me mentally, because you're obviously physically gifted. You were 2-time state champion, but you had a time in your career where you were mentally beaten. That's what I think. I think the kid beat you mentally. What was the difference between going into that match and going into the match where you beat him?
Well, you know, just kind of mentally thinking like, all right, well, what did I mess up last time? You know, how did I get better? And, you know, what can I do differently in this match that I didn't do last time?
So when you did that, did you gain confidence in yourself?
Yeah, definitely a lot of confidence.
So when you stepped to the line, you shook his hand, it was just a different ball game, right?
Oh, yeah, I was just mentally a lot more prepared.
All the fear went out the window?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Did you wrestle him again?
No, I wrestled Xavier Graham again. He beat me at regionals, and then I beat him in the state finals.
That's really interesting to me, because I didn't know that watching you in the state finals. I always thought Kevon was just going to walk through state finals, and then just so happens you're wrestling in the finals against a guy who just beat you. And how many losses did you have in your high school career?
6.
6 losses, so that's not that many. And to wrestle the guy who just beat you in any sport and anything you do, that's really, really tough to overcome. So now walk me through that, okay? Because state finals, you're in front of how many thousands of people? You just lost this guy, so there's a lot of negative things that could enter your mind, but somehow you blocked those out. What did you focus on mentally before that match?
Well, you know, my teammates helped me out a lot, especially because I had 4 other teammates who were state champions on the same night before me. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, well, let's just keep the momentum going. You know, 4 of my teammates have already won states tonight. You know, it'd be a shame if somebody messed it up. So I just went out there thinking, all right, well, all my other teammates dominated, so I just have to go out and do the same thing and be more aggressive than I was the last match, and it helped me.
I really love that because even though, you know, wrestling is an individual sport. In this case, he was at the individual state tournament. Like, the team tournament already passed. He's at individual states, and he's still thinking about his teammates. He still has that team mindset to help him through and to help each other through. I mean, it just goes to show when you surround yourself with, studs like that who are going to kick ass, like, you're going to kick ass.
Yeah, I think it's really part of your environment that just success breeds success. So it's pretty cool to see. Explain this to me. Because when I wrestled, I was like sprinting out to the mat. I had to be the first one there, first one to put my ankle bands on. And then I watched you. I remember your state finals your freshman year, literally walking, like taking your time, like almost 5 minutes late to the match because you're just walking like a day in the park.
I mean, yeah, a lot of guys, they like to sprint to the mat. That's not me. I like to take my time, because then they're sprinting to the mat and they're sitting there waiting on me. They're like, wow, like this dude's walking. Like he just knows he's about to come out here and dominate. He's just walking to the mat all casual.
Oh, don't lose that, man. When the NCAA finals come around, you're at the Little Caesars. Because I think that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, 2022, the NCAA championships are coming to Detroit.
If you guys are listening to this podcast right now, it is April 21st, 2017. We're with Kevon Davenport. I'm quoting right now that when it comes to Little Caesars, he's going to be walking out to the national finals and he's going to win. He's going to be wearing the green ankle bands. All right? Pre-game, warm-up, what is your song? What is your go-to song?
All I do is win.
Okay.
DJ Khaled, little DJ Khaled.
What is your favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? Definitely a milkshake. Any kind of milkshake. And then
Okay.
I know this sounds crazy. Or if I'm at Dairy Queen, I have to get like some sort of peanut butter blizzard.
Peanut butter.
It's gotta be a large though.
It's solid. I like
You gotta cheat.
Yeah,
Gotta
if
go
you're gonna
all
go big, I mean, you just gotta go all out. I like it. Favorite
So-
movie?
Oh, yeah, favorite movie.
Ooh, favorite movie. I've been a fan of the entire Fast and Furious series and all the Step Up dance movies.
I wasn't expecting that one.
All right. I know this is crazy.
So do you
but
dance?
Not good, but I do. And so I would watch all the movies and I would just go back home and I'm sitting there in the mirror, doing my little robot dances or whatever. And I'm in my own little world. It's
I love
great.
it.
Oh, won't lie to you, I do the same thing. So, all right. So, what is working out to you? What are you training for right now? Currently, what are you doing? What's next for you?
Right now, the biggest thing I'm training for is Fargo, which is
Here we
in
go.
which is in July. But before I go to Fargo, I will be wrestling at the World Team Trials in Akron, Ohio.
There we go. Some big stuff coming up here. And for those of you who don't know, Fargo is the biggest off-season tournament there is in the whole country. So I mean, that's a big deal.
For some. Yeah.
For some.
What is your favorite exercise in the weight room?
I like squats. I like squats a lot. It's good for wrestlers. It just really helps your explosiveness. Helps you get to your leg attacks a lot better. So I definitely love the squats.
What is your least favorite thing about Anthony Biondo?
I don't have too many bad things to say about this guy.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
Yeah, he's a great guy, great coach. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's your assistant coach, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what is he to you? I mean, how does he help you? Is it mentally? Is it on the mat? Or is it all the above?
He definitely helps me with my mental edge. He speaks about nothing but confidence and domination. So if you're constantly hearing that and that's being drilled into your head, then you just know, that's what's going through your head, being confident, being dominant, going out and attacking, and just winning.
Wow, that's good, man. That's really good. What is your least favorite exercise in the weight room? Because for listeners out there that don't know this, myself and Xceleration Fitness train Detroit Catholic Central during their preseason before the season goes, and I torture the hell out of Kevon. So, what is your least favorite exercise in the weight room?
I definitely think it's it's like the weighted lunges. You get the bar on your neck and you doing the lunges. Those are definitely the worst.
Do you remember the barbell finisher we used to do?
Oh yeah, those are killer.
Yeah. Quick story for you guys out there about Kevon, which I think really explains his tenacity, his focus, his drive. It's the end of a conditioning day, and I just put these guys through hell. And we go outside. We're doing a sprint finisher. And I want to put Kevon on the spot. So they're doing all these squats. These kids are dead. I mean, they have nothing left. I'm like, all right, if Kevon's team wins, the other team has burpees. If this guy's team wins, Kevon's team has burpees. So he put the team on his back. I mean, at this point, like if they do burpees, they're going to puke. So nobody wants this. So they race down to the skinny sidewalk, and there's some kind of statue at Detroit Catholic Central. I don't know what you guys raced to. But I said, you got to go touch that and get back here. Well, on the way down, this kid cut Kevon off because it's a very narrow sidewalk, so Kevon couldn't get around him. So when that kid went to go grab that statue to touch it, Kevon locks him up from behind, picks him up, and throws him on the ground. What's he do? He throws him on the ground, he sprints back, and he wins. Now, most people would be like, that's unfair. That's not how the race is supposed to go. But Kevon wanted to win, and this is true. I mean, it's funny, but he wanted to win, and he found a way to win. And I mean, I commend him for it, and so did Coach Hancock. And I mean, no one really thought past it. That's a different level of really, really wanting it. If you want something, you're going to go for it, and that's what you've been doing in your career, and that's what I think is making you so successful. So. But I'm done filling his head up because his head's going to explode if it gets any bigger. He's got to train right now, guys. We're going to let him go. Thank you, Kevon, for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Kevon,
Yeah,
man.
thank you guys for having me. It was definitely great to be here.
All right,
Yeah.
man. So our second guest just showed up. Kevon, get in the weight room. We're going to keep it rolling?
No.